Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video blog of the breaking of Chubby. And here we are. We're at week 1 of kind of intensive work with steering. And we've done some work in the round pen with the nice high walls and a closed area, getting him to kind of understand at least yielding to pressure left and right. And then we took him into the indoor arena, which is a much harder situation because it's so much bigger and a lot more can go wrong. So this is Taylor's first experience with long lining, and I'm a firm believer that you can read all the books and get as much ground instruction or whatever from me, but she needs to try it, do it, and make some mistakes and recover from them and figure out kind of how the whole process works. So right here, she's figuring out that he wants to bulge towards the exit gate. And if you look at the outside line, it's quite slack. And so he was only yielding off of the inside rein. And anybody who knows from riding that when you don't guard the outside shoulder, they bulge it, and a lot more can slip out to the side. So here's the other thing that can go wrong is too strong of an aid, and then you have a kind of a shock reaction. And thank goodness Taylor has done a lot of work in the round pen getting him to yield to her voice to say whoa, and so that wasn't a scary situation. So now Taylor has progressed to trotting on the long line, and she's about to figure out whether or not she has brakes. And thank goodness she actually does. This is an important step. Before she gets on his back, we need to really make sure that he understands whoa, verbally, but also from the rein aids. So now we've changed direction and you have a whole different horse. He's actually a little bit better this way. And you also notice that Taylor is a little bit better with her outside, the red rope. It has a little more contact and that helps keep him straighter. So here's an interesting sequence. This is where Taylor really does learn about the outside rein. And the outside rein, when you're long lining, really acts as your leg. So there she just, instead of pulling on the left rein, she whacked him with the right rein, and he went straight and went forward. And here he's about to get curled into the exit gate again. And again, she whacked him with the outside, and it straightened up and went forward. So just like when you're riding, if you don't control the outside shoulder, you don't have a straight horse.
Around the corner. So he's a little bit closer. What are you doing up there? Good boy. Oh, what a sweetheart.
Good boy. Do I have any more treats?
No more treats.
No more.
No. Just lean over the back a little bit. Just putting your weight.
I did this the other day.
Good. Do it again.
So all these little interactions that Taylor is having with Chubby are super important for building trust between the two of them. And as a rider myself, I can promise you that when you understand a horse's reactions from the get-go, you're able to progress more quickly through their training process because you don't actually wonder what's going to happen. You sort of know their response.
What a good boy. And here comes the peanut gallery.
They're helping.
Helping make broke horses.
So here we are the very next day, and this is day 2 of his long lining experience, and it's like he thought about it overnight. He's much better at steering. He's turning left and right with lighter aids. The only disappointing thing is I actually changed bits on him, and I'm watching his mouth, and it's a little more active in the nath than it was in the baby bit that we had on him. So not only is he more comfortable, but Taylor is also. You can see her arms. They're square and out in front of her. When you're long lining, you should hold the lines as if you were holding your reins. And she's doing a better job at keeping control of all the loose ends that happen when you're long lining. So on day 1, we definitely experimented with trotting, but it didn't actually go that great. We had to do short little bursts. And here she is actually trotting her very first couple circles. And he's steering and staying balanced, not popping his shoulder. And so the two of them have really progressed literally overnight. So this next little clip is of us teaching him how to lunge in the large arena. He does lunge in the round pen, but that has walls. And so this is the first time he's actually had to kind of listen to her aids, listen to her whip, and stay on a circle, which is difficult. The side reins help keep him straight so he doesn't turn in and look at her, which is actually something we taught him in the round pen, but we actually don't want to apply that right here when he's lunging. So after all this, we took him into the barn and into his stall, and we worked on the first steps of getting Taylor up on board.
Almost sweaty. Okay, so when I boost you, he was never this busy.
No.
He likes that other one. Yes, we'll put that one back. So what's going to happen is, go ahead and put your hands up. And when I boost you, because I only have one hand, you have to kind of lock your knee. Because if you don't lock it, right, exactly, then I just fold, or you fold. And what's going to happen is you are going to go up and just kind of get your maybe one elbow over, just partially, okay?
And let him feel that,
And just let him
hold there. Okay.
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Good boy. Good boy. It's okay.
Good. And probably bounce with the 1 and the 2. So we kind
Okay.
of expect a boy. Exactly. One, 2, 3. Good boy. Better?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Good boy, Chubby.
He's like, my mouth is still, because I'm thinking so hard. Good boy. Okay, slide down.
Good boy, Chubby.
How was that, huh?
Oh, got your belly. Got your belly.
We walk the circle. One, 2, 3.
Good boy. There we go. Yeah, that's a boy. Connor. Hi, how are you?
And down. Excellent. Good boy.
Yeah, good job, Chubby. We even did a lot.
I need a snack. All right, let's do it again. And you're going to go up to your belly.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Good boy, Chubs.
Boy, okay. You okay?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Good boy. Yeah, good job.
Boy, and let him slide down. There you go. It's like, that is just so weird. I'm thinking so hard. Got my thinking cap on. That's funny how everything changed. Oh. I think we just have to not touch his face much. Maybe a little more. Poor guy. That was the ear. Excellent. We'll just leave it there.
So if I can look in my magic ball, I would say that the next video might contain Taylor getting up on board in the stall and walking circles on his back. And then we're probably going to progress to putting her up on board up in the round pen, where we have a little more sheltered environment and some walls to help her and him both feel more comfortable. So hope you enjoyed the
Wow,
video.
that's funny.
Thanks very much.
Green rain, green rain. Green. Whack 'em. There you go.